Thank you very much. Give yourself a big hand, guys. I'm glad to be here. Before I get into anything, I just want to clear up a few things. I am not with Bob Law and Viola. They're older. They're much older than I am. I also want to say to Pastor LeBron, we thank you so much. Pan-African, socialist, and all that, but I'm also a Christian. And I believe in the black liberation theology. So I know when you come into a church and they let you put your banner at the feet of Jesus Christ, that is a big thing. That is a very big thing. And it also to me represents the resurrection. The Freedom Party will be resurrected and fight us to freedom. So I want to say to you, I'm very excited about what's going on. We had a great time in the Bronx yesterday, correct? Yeah. We was on 3rd Avenue and 149th Street, and the people were coming out. The people are ready. The people are ready. And when we continue to bring this, I don't care about media. We get into the masses. And when we bring our message to the masses, that this thing is going to turn around. Give my brother Omawale a big hand clap. Right, brother Final Outlaw. You know what I like about him? If you listen to the lyrics and listen to the words, powerful. We had the last poets. He's the final outlaw, and this is the final party. After this, if they don't get this, I ain't even gonna ask anybody else to vote. If they don't get this, we may not even march anymore. If they don't get this, there'll be no more rap. If they don't get this, there'll be no more poems. If they don't get this, then we gotta take it to the streets, and nothing else is going down anymore in this state if they don't get this. You don't murder people, imprison people, keep us without health care and all this, and our response is to march, our response is to rap, our response is to start a party. You're lucky we want to march. You're lucky we want to talk. You're lucky we want to rap. Because after what happened to us, we would be justified in saying scorched earth. But what we tell our people to do, vote. What we tell our people to do is unite. What we tell our people to do is to unite under a party that's going to make a radical difference in this state. Let me tell you a couple things. One, they are afraid of you. They are afraid of you. You should hear the stuff that's going on. First, they didn't think you were going to make the ballot. They were talking all of this stuff, like, don't worry about them. Bunch of radicals, they don't know anything about this stuff. They will never make the ballot. Don't worry about them. But we organized. Bronx got down. You got thousands of signatures out of the Bronx. Y'all threw down. Went up to Buffalo. Thousands of signatures out of Buffalo. Buffalo rocked it. Thousands out of Brooklyn, Staten Island, Hempstead. They even figured we couldn't get any signatures out of New York City. But we did. 43,000 signatures later. Now they said they're on the ballot. Let's keep them out of the debate. They wanted an all-white slate, now they want an all-white debate. So we'll just keep them out of the debate. We won't hear from them. Just don't worry about them. Now you're making some noise. And quite frankly, some of the media is paying attention to you. You made the New York Times. You made the Wall Street Journal. You're on New York One. You're on Channel 4. You're on Channel 7 in Buffalo. They just made the black Buffalo papers during the petition process. Now our Lieutenant Governor, Eva Doyle, was on the front page of the Buffalo News and on Channel 7 and Channel 4 in Buffalo. That the Freedom Party, a freedom express, as my lawyer said, is on the move. So we're going to be on the front page of the City Hall News. But more than anything else, the masses are waking up. The masses are hearing us. And everywhere we go, I hear people saying, Freedom Party, I got it. I was at Reverend Youngblood's church this morning, Mount Pisgah. Standing ovation, Freedom Party. Freedom Party. More church than us. And Brother Ramon rocked them at DC 37. DC 37. Ramon had 500 people there, maybe more. He was the keynote speaker, and when he finished, standing ovation. Everywhere we went in that room, Freedom Party. Freedom Party. Freedom Party. We are doing this. Our people are getting it. And we just got 30-some-odd days to keep going. You know Cuomo's panic. Scared to death. He thought he could just ignore black people, ignore Latino people. Didn't have to worry about you because he got it. He was 30-40% ahead in the polls against Lazio. So he said, we got this. Then comes Palladino and his scores start coming up. The Freedom Party starts rising. Now, 30 days out of the election, he said, I better get to the hood. He started running to the city. Thought he stopped by Harlem. But there's another Omawali can't play. There are Harlem residents that said, we don't want you up here. There's Indigo from Harlem. We don't want you up here. So we heard you coming up at 7:30. Well, they got up at 6:30, went to the train station. He hopped out of his SUV, thought he would shake some hands. He shook one hand, saw the Freedom Party, and ran out of Harlem. Ran out. Took off. He probably said, hey, Billy, Charlie, I thought y'all had the hood locked down. You didn't tell me I couldn't even shake hands. Why didn't you have that under control? They went into a meeting. Half of the people that they invited to the meeting didn't show up. When they got word that the Freedom Party was in front and confronting, they didn't show up. So half of the meeting people didn't show up. Then he was supposed to deliver some urban agenda and all of that. They got so nervous, he forgot to talk about his urban agenda. Because he doesn't have one. It doesn't exist. Somebody wrote him something. He don't even know how to spell urban. It doesn't exist. So he gets out, and what does he say? Because Hazel Dukes allows him to scapegoat into Palladino. See, this is what we're not going to do. You're not going to hide behind a racist loose cannon and think you're going to panic black and Latino people. Oh, look out, don't mess around. I know Cuomo may not be all of that, but we got to stop Palladino. We got to stop Palladino. Our people are not stupid. They're not going for that anymore. We don't want a racist loose cannon, and we don't want an arrogant, moderate racist who is racially benign, neglecting us. We don't want either one of those two. They're not an option for the black community, for the Latino community. They're not an option. So what is he doing? He gets the Latino leaders next, because he knows we got Ramon. And Ramon's organizing the Latino community. So the other day, they had all these Latino leaders around him at a press conference. Y'all saw that? Latino leaders. Nydia and all of them, the borough president of the Bronx, all of them gathered around him. And you know what? To show you how embarrassing it is, one of the reporters said, you got all these Latino leaders around you endorsing you, but you don't have any Latinos in the top echelon of your campaign. And you know what he said? You're right, but we gotta correct that. But how could Latino leaders, I mean, even if you're fronting it, at least at the press conference, announce the Latino that you put on that day. They didn't even have enough sense to have him say, look, you ain't got nobody up there. Put my man here or my sister here. Put these two and announce that at the press conference. They didn't even do that. So he still has to go back and take care of that. black leaders, all from Brooklyn. This brother, I know that they hired right away to get black leaders to go in the church to speak for him. One leader, no, not me, I'm not going. Another leader, how about Senator Sosa? No, I'm not going to no church. Well, not the Freedom Party out there, oh no. Couldn't get any black leaders to go speak for him in the church. They're going to be there for this one, but they did get one little Uncle Tom puppet. Yeah. And that's Hakeem Jeffries. A senator, a little uncle. I'm going to tell Dr. Jeffries that that's his cousin or something like that. He need to talk to that kid. He goes in, and Hakeem Jeffries, Assemblyman Jeffries, was the one who nominated Robert Duffy to be the lieutenant governor. I mean, they're going to get a black guy to nominate Robert, but he don't even know Robert Duffy. I've never met him or saw him before, and he nominates him, but he's the one who did go into a church to talk to Cuomo, but everybody else is running away, right? Because we got a movement going on. They hear you. They know that you're coming, and they know that we're strong, and we're not going to be backed up. So the Freedom Party, this is what we're saying. We have 3 ways of winning, and we could win all 3. 1, just get 50,000 votes, and we are a state-recognized party that they will have to deal with forever. 50,000 votes. 300 to 400,000 votes, and we would have gotten more votes than any third party in the history of this state. That's leverage. That's leverage. 1.6 million votes out of the over 3 million registered blacks and Latinos in this state, and I'm the next governor of the state of New York. That could happen too. That could happen too. And I just want to let you know, by the complexion, I will be the first black governor of the state of New York. Irrespective of what's up in there, I will be the first real black governor of the state of New York. Any one or all 3 of those things can really happen. Now we got to get to our people and tell them a few things. They say, well, if you vote for Charles Barron for governor, it's going to give us Palladino because you're taking votes away from Cuomo, taking black and Latino votes away from Cuomo. A couple of things with that. Number 1, we're not in this to be any spoilers. I'm in it to win. I'm in it to win. So don't insult us with the spoiler stuff. Secondly, nobody has our votes in their pocket. They just don't have it. That's an insult. Whoever you voted for in the last election, they now have to do something. So every election is a new election. And everyone has to go out and earn our votes. We, Ramon and I, we have earned the votes of the black and Latino community. Ramon and I were there when the police started whipping up on us. They don't call Cuomo. They don't call Palladino. They don't even call any of these Negro leaders. They call Roger Wareham. They call Charles Barron. They call Ramon Jimenez. We will go to the precincts. We will march and protect our people from that. When they come into our neighborhoods to gentrify our neighborhoods, they don't call no Cuomo. They don't call no Palladino. They call us. They'll call Ramon. They'll call Charles Barron. We were there